It looks like we're live. So, welcome. We're going to be talking about the Get Rich, I believe, properties about it and why. So, howdy everyone. Welcome to another Gaurav Gupta, the founder of Ethical Property Invest, about how everyday Aussies can invest and do it without losing their mind. This might be just about the so let's get started. What are we doing today? Today I couldn't say no. And Indian single malt. Yes, Indian single malt. You heard of produce of Goa, bourbon, fruitcake, and caramel pudding. We all know that what soft whiffs are. Say hi, you know what the deal. Give it a go. Cheers, guys. Oh, that's nice. Nice, actually, guys. If you're watching this live, come say hi. Look, let's actually chat about. It's unfiltered content straight to your screen. So sometimes I'm a human, right? So I might make errors here and there, and I might say a lot of ums. So let's get started, by the way. Started with the rest of the content. Not as sweet as what the description, quite flavorful. It does the Scottish whiskies, but it's better than anything that come out of gold that have tried Kaju Fen. You know exactly what I'm. Look, this is a smart property move. So tonight I want to see what's actually working. Let's give your next property outlook that's not clickbait, that's cash for income than the owners themselves. And that, so for example, if your job pays you earning that same amount just from one property, it happened with a client of mine recently, lives by more than his actual income. With that mindset, that belief in the power of property is something. See, he taught me the long game. He told me that property, patience, and picking the right thing, that's really important to know. When your house earns more than you, what a concept. Here's something a lot of people don't earn more than you this year. You think that the job is their main income, but actually the breadwinner. Bought 10 properties in 10 years and don't actually need 10 properties. Just, it's more about identifying. They're designed to generate a slow approach, steady, strategic, about flipping housing or chasing trends, your freedom, month after month after month. What to do, that's what you achieve. Something that works. And I do walk quite a few clients through how a single home brought well could really cash flow, but a combination of cash flow salary this financial year. And that's why, right? So, next part, I'm going to you probably short videos, reels, the works. Look, when my dad first tried to learn about property, over $100,000 in today's way freely, and I honestly locked behind paywalls. If it can help, and that's why you'll find us on Facebook, check out Ethical Property Investments on TikTok, but because someone out there might future. And here's the thing, some of this stuff, I think, I call it Commonwealth. Raise the next person a hand up once you go financial life where you can actually. That's our responsibility as human beings, right? Speaking of finance, the other, right? There's the mission. A lot of people are hoping for a rate cut, but the RBA officially hit pause. No cut. That tells you something. We're not out of tightening the screws either, and in times like these, it's about doing the right thing and make. Look, you can't time the market, you can time preparedness. And if you've got a hunch on how to repay the debt, that pause long-term investors quietly will, because a lot of the short term, you've heard me on one of my webinars before, the only splinters, right, made between the moves, not to know. So, actually, you know what? I've got most money in the last 6 months when the Spruikers were saying invest in Perth, future in areas that were ready to grow. And that's something that is key to its hotspot. But what is truly undervalued? So there's a few other amazing people out there that help. That's one thing we help do. And that's all, because packages is kind of like, here's a package, here's something we've already priced, put an already inflated property on there. What we do is really different. It's kind of undervalued, and say, okay, you believe this area is undervalued. Let's look at it. 9 times out of 10, that grows, and it's strategy for long-term wealth creation. Before we go to the, let's talk. We're putting co-living on trial. We've just, one of the biggest things I keep on is co-living. Well, here's the thing, it's not for everyone. So what we're doing it a little bit differently. Trial where you get to be the judge and pack real numbers, real risk, and things that we've learned, right? Look, I've also seen it misused. So it's been just the facts. This is your moment to get off it, right? July the 15th, which is, we're doing the property courtroom, co-living on the comments team, if you want. Here are some closing thoughts. The hype. It's about giving you the tools to make better place, or even your 10th. The goal, share something, take one step closer to the build. Here's the thing. Don't I need to be rich to invest? Honestly, invest. You know, you can get started within for as little as $60,000. Think different. You need to be willing to go, and here's the thing. If you'd like me, keep following us on Facebook, either on Instagram. You've got my personal as well under ethical property investments, and really think smarter, because here's the thing, the most between your ears. Cheers and have a great weekend.